The character of warfare is changing right before our eyes. For decades, the image of a battlefield was dominated by tanks rumbling across dusty plains, fighter jets screaming through the sky, soldiers moving cautiously through hostile territory. But today, a new, quieter presence is reshaping the very fabric of national security. This presence is the Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, or UAV, more commonly known as the drone. Once the stuff of science fiction, these machines evolved from simple reconnaissance tools into some of the most critical assets in a nation's military arsenal. The drone revolution isn't coming. It has already arrived. Its impact is profound and irreversible. 21st century conflicts proved the immense value of unblinking eyes over the battlefield. Drones provide persistent surveillance, watching enemy movements for hours or even days without risking a pilot's life. Commanders monitor live feeds across multiple screens. Intelligence gathering changed from snapshots to a continuous high-definition movie. From the mountains of Afghanistan to the urban landscapes of the Middle East, drones have been the silent sentinels, saving lives and shaping operations. They are the ultimate overwatch. Then, drones became hunters as well as gatherers. Technicians mounting precision-guided munitions on airframes. Strikes delivered with pinpoint accuracy from thousands of feet above. A new paradigm in asymmetric warfare, projecting force with minimal risk. The drone's propeller became a feared omen in conflict zones worldwide. Rapid technological advancement pushed boundaries. More capable, more autonomous, more integrated. We're moving beyond hunter-killer into multi-mission platforms that do maritime patrol, electronic warfare, communications relay. These systems operate in complex, contested environments, networking with other assets. At the forefront stands the MQ-9B SeaGuardian. It represents the pinnacle of current drone technology. Amidst a crowded field of unmanned systems, the MQ-9B, developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems, stands out as a true leap forward. Known as the SkyGuardian in its land-focused configuration and SeaGuardian in its maritime version. This aircraft is far more than an upgraded MQ-9 Reaper. It is a complete redesign, engineered from the ground up to meet the demanding requirements of the future. The MQ-9B represents a new philosophy in unmanned aviation, one that prioritizes endurance, flexibility, and operating alongside manned aircraft anywhere. The B in MQ-9B signifies a fundamental shift. The Reaper was built for counterinsurgency and strikes. The Guardian family was conceived for a broader strategic landscape, designed to be persistent and multi-role, serving military agencies, civil agencies, security agencies. Not just a weapon of war, a broad national security tool. It can monitor coastlines for smugglers, track wildfires, survey disaster zones for survivors, and patrol sea lanes for submarines, all while retaining the potent strike capabilities of its forerunner. The development of the MQ-9B was driven by a need to endure longer, fly farther, and carry more advanced payloads than anything before it. This is where the engineering prowess of its manufacturer, General Atomics, becomes crystal clear. The aircraft boasts a massive wingspan of 79 feet, which is wider than that of a 737 airliner. This impressive wingspan is crucial for generating the lift needed to stay aloft for extended periods. The aircraft itself is 38 feet long. It houses a powerful engine, substantial fuel reserves, and mission equipment without compromising aerodynamic efficiency. Perhaps the most staggering specification is its endurance. The MQ-9B can remain airborne for over 40 hours. It can take off on a Tuesday and not land until Thursday. This persistence is a game-changer for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. It enables continuous monitoring, eliminating coverage gaps from refueling returns. Combined with a service ceiling over 40,000 feet, it operates above commercial traffic and most weather systems. Powering it is a single Honeywell TPE 331-10 turboprop engine, a proven, highly reliable power plant. It gives the thrust to climb to high altitudes with heavy payloads, and it is remarkably fuel efficient. That efficiency is the secret to its long legs. The Guardian's operational range can span continents, so it can deploy from bases far from the area of operations. That extends strategic reach and gives commanders flexible, long-distance influence without a massive forward footprint. Finally, what it can carry. 9 external hardpoints, 4 under each wing, 1 on the center line. Total payload capacity, 4,750 pounds, external stores and internal equipment. This capacity makes the Guardian a true multi-role platform. It can carry sensors, fuel tanks, weapons. Mission planners can tailor the loadout. Long-range surveillance, signals intelligence gathering, precision strike. The MQ-9B has the capacity and flexibility to get the job done. General Atomics invested in capability, reliability, and easier maintenance. Modular design enables rapid upgrades and payload swaps to adapt to new threats, appealing to nations facing diverse challenges, territorial disputes in the Indo-Pacific to terrorism in Africa. A culmination of lessons from the Reaper, packaged into a next-generation airframe, not incremental, transformational, offers endurance, sensor fidelity, and connectivity that places it in a class of its own. The new benchmark for high-altitude, long-endurance unmanned systems, ushering a new era of global surveillance and defense. An airframe is nothing without the systems it carries, and the MQ-9B's suite of sensors and avionics is what truly makes it a formidable intelligence-gathering machine. At the heart of its surveillance capability is a high-definition electro-optical and infrared sensor turret. Daylight cameras, thermal imagers, laser designator. It can spot, identify, track targets. On the ground, at sea, from tens of thousands of feet away, day or night, providing crystal-clear, full-motion video back to operators on the ground. This is the unblinking eye that defines modern persistent surveillance. But the SeaGuardian takes this further with its primary maritime sensor, the Leonardo Seaspray 7500 EV2. It can scan 360 degrees, detect, track, classify thousands of maritime contacts over vast ocean areas, spot something as small as a periscope from a submarine, track entire fleets of ships hundreds of miles away, specialize SIGINT pods, hoover up electronic communications, collect radar emissions, provide a rich, multi-layered intelligence picture. The Guardian is not just built to watch, it's built to act. 9 hardpoints ready for weapons. AGM-114 Hellfire missile. Precise strikes against vehicles. Precise strikes against personnel. GBU-12 Paveway 2 laser-guided bombs for larger hardened targets. GBU-38 JDAM, GPS-guided for all-weather accuracy. Sonobuoys for submarine hunting. Lightweight torpedoes, a potent anti-submarine warfare platform. Advanced sensors and lethal armament, all networked together, give commanders unprecedented situational awareness and response capability. Detect a hostile vessel with radar. Visually identify it with EOR camera. Share that information across a network with a naval task force. If commanded, engage the target with its own weapons. This seamless sensor-to-shooter loop from a single, persistent platform is a core tenet of modern networked warfare. The Guardian doesn't just participate in this network. It often serves as its central node. One of the most significant, and frankly revolutionary, features of the MQ-9B is not a weapon or a sensor, but a piece of paper. The aircraft was specifically designed from the outset to be certifiable to fly in non-segregated controlled civil airspace. This is a monumental achievement. For years, large drones like the Reaper were restricted to operating in military training ranges or active combat zones, separated from civilian air traffic. The MQ-9B, with its detect and avoid system, changes everything. This system uses radar, other sensors, to see and steer clear of other aircraft, just like a manned pilot would. This civil airspace certification unlocks a whole new world of possibilities. It means the MQ-9B can take off from a civilian airport, fly alongside airliners on established airways, transit to an operational area without the need for complex and restrictive special-use airspace corridors. This dramatically increases its operational flexibility and responsiveness. For homeland security or disaster response missions, this is a game-changer. A Guardian can be launched to survey flood damage, monitor a spreading wildfire, or patrol a coastline for illegal fishing, all while integrating safely into the national airspace system. It blurs the line between military and civil utility. This unique capability is a huge selling point for allied nations who want a single platform for a multitude of roles. A country's air force can use it for military intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, while its Coast Guard can use it for maritime law enforcement, and its emergency services can use it for disaster management. This multi-agency utility makes the MQ-9B an incredibly cost-effective investment. Instead of buying separate specialized aircraft for each mission, a government can procure a fleet of Guardians that can be dynamically tasked based on national priorities. This is joint operations in its broadest sense, extending beyond the military to the entire government. Furthermore, this feature future-proofs the platform. As skies become more crowded and drone regulations evolve, The MQ-9B is already compliant with the stringent safety standards typically reserved for manned commercial aircraft. This de-risks the investment for purchasing nations and ensures the aircraft will remain relevant and usable for decades to come. It represents a maturation of unmanned technology, moving it from a niche military tool to a mainstream aviation asset. The ability to fly anywhere, anytime is what truly sets the MQ-9B apart from its predecessors and competitors. It's not just a better drone, it's a better aircraft. The MQ-9B's versatility has made it a highly sought-after platform for nations across the globe, each adapting it to their unique security needs. In the Indo-Pacific, a region defined by vast maritime expanses and rising geopolitical tensions, the SeaGuardian is a perfect fit. India, for instance, is leveraging the platform's incredible endurance to monitor the Indian Ocean, keeping tabs on submarine activity and surface fleets. Australia and Japan are also acquiring the Guardian to enhance their maritime domain awareness, patrolling crucial sea lanes and asserting sovereignty over their extensive exclusive economic zones against grey zone threats. In Europe, NATO allies face a resurgent Russia and complex security challenges on their eastern and southern flanks. The MQ-9B SeaGuardian offers a persistent intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capability that is vital for monitoring troop movements and military build-ups. The United Kingdom's Royal Air Force, with its Protector RG Mark I fleet, and Belgium are among the first European operators, using the platform to contribute to the alliance's collective defence. During the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the presence of US-operated MQ-9S over the Black Sea has been critical for providing intelligence on Russian naval movements, demonstrating the drone's value in high-stakes great power competition, even when operating in international airspace. The Middle East and Africa, long the primary theatres for hunter-killer drones, remain key areas of operation. Here, the MQ-9B's advanced sensors and long endurance are invaluable for counter-terrorism missions, allowing for the tracking of high-value targets across remote deserts and rugged mountains for days on end. Its ability to network with ground forces provides life-saving overwatch for friendly troops. In Africa, its vast surveillance footprint is also ideal for monitoring porous borders, tracking smuggling routes, and supporting international peacekeeping operations across huge, ungoverned spaces where ground presence is limited. Even in North America, the MQ-9B is proving its worth in roles beyond traditional warfare. US Customs and Border Protection uses variants of the platform to patrol the long and often remote borders with Mexico and Canada, detecting illegal crossings and smuggling activities. Its ability to stay aloft for an entire day provides a level of coverage that would require a whole squadron of manned aircraft to replicate. From the South China Sea to the Sahara Desert and the North Atlantic, the MQ-9B is becoming a global watchdog, providing decision-makers with the information they need to protect their interests in an increasingly complex world. In summary, the MQ-9B SeaGuardian and SeaGuardian are far more than just an evolution of the drones that came before. They represent a paradigm shift in air power and national security. The platform's defining characteristic is its incredible versatility, extreme endurance, a massive payload capacity, an advanced open architecture sensor suite. This is not a one-trick pony designed for a single type of conflict. It is a flexible, adaptable tool that can be configured for a staggering array of missions: high-end maritime warfare, civilian disaster response. The core advantage of the MQ-9B lies in its ability to provide persistence without putting human life at risk. The capacity to keep eyes on a target or survey a vast area for nearly 2 full days. It removes the human element of fatigue and danger from the cockpit, allowing commanders to take calculated risks and gather intelligence in ways that were previously impossible. In an era where avoiding casualties is a paramount political and ethical concern, the value of a highly capable unmanned platform cannot be overstated. Furthermore, its certification for civil airspace and its role as a network hub makes it a cornerstone of future military operations. The future of defense is networked, integrated, multi-domain. The MQ-9B is designed to be a key node in that network, collecting information from its powerful sensors, sharing it instantly across the force, and acting on that information with precision. It connects the sea, the land, and the air, providing a common operational picture that enables faster, better decision-making. It is as much a flying data center as it is a weapons platform. The MQ-9B Guardian is, simply put, the future of global defense made real today. It is a testament to how far unmanned technology has come and a clear indicator of where it is going. By combining endurance, flexibility, and advanced technology, it offers an answer to many of the security challenges of the 21st century. It keeps our service members safer, provides our leaders with unmatched situational awareness, and ensures that we can keep watch over our interests, wherever they may be. The silent hum of its engine is the sound of a new era in air power. If you found this look at the future of air power engaging, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the technology shaping our world.